There are three ways to run a typical ski boat on a garden hose when it's on the trailer. One is using a device that looks like a toilet plunger. The second is if your boat's equipped with a freshwater flush, there's a fitting supply that you connect your garden hose directly to the engine. Most do not have that fitting. And the third is my favorite, and that's simply running your hose or your boat on a hose through a bucket. You supply the bucket and we'll supply the hose attachment. Here's the parts you'll need, plus a nut driver to remove any hose clamps. The most common place to attach your temporary hose is at the transmission oil cooler shown here. The hose feeding the cooler is the one you'll disconnect and connect your temporary new hose right there. Another common place is right at the seawater strainer. In this picture I show the engine hose has been removed and the temporary hose has been connected to it. Just make sure you're on the right side of the strainer, the side that's feeding the engine pump. Okay, now we're going to disconnect the feed hose going into the transmission cooler. Pull that off and always reach into the oil cooler with your finger to see if there's any debris. Always clean out any debris that may have collected inside there. Now connect up the new temporary hose. One end's on the engine, the other end goes into the bottom of the bucket. As simple as that. Okay, now you're going to simply fill the bucket with water, and on this I'm going to show you how fast that pump actually moves water. I'm going to disconnect the hose in a minute. A benefit of using the bucket like this, I'm going to demonstrate here that the garden hose is not in the bucket. We're going to start the engine. I've got the bucket marked with 1-inch markings, and you'll see the condition of the pump impeller. If the impeller is in good condition, it's going to move water out of that bucket in a hurry, as you see. Okay, now we're going to run the engine again, only this time we're going to open up the supply hose from our garden hose, and you'll see that we're still moving a lot of water on a short run just to prove that we have no fuel leaks or whatever service was done on the motor. This is fine. On a longer run, I'll actually take the nozzle off and get more volume and flow out of that hose, and it'll keep up with it then. The benefit of using the bucket system is you're never going to overpressurize the pump with city water pressure, nor will you run the pump dry as long as you keep an eye on your bucket level. It allows you to rev the motor up, and you're never going to damage your pump impeller by running the boat on the bucket. That's why I like this system. It's simple, it's easy, and very dependable. Feel free to rev the engine when you're running it on the bucket. You'll see the water goes down much faster. The garden hose is running right now along with it. But just keep it on your bucket level, and it's a safe, dependable way to run your motor on the trailer.